go. Good evening all. Welcome to our video demonstrating the methods we use for navigation so you can understand where the steering wheel position needs to be for each command. So we're sat here in the car. We'll start from the beginning. We're going to start the car and we'll go from there. So on the top of the steering wheel, as you'll hopefully be able to see, there's a little notch just under where my finger is, and that will always be the position, well, the direction the car will be going in. So at the moment that's at what we call 12 o'clock, which is straight on. So the navigation works a bit like a clock system. So you'll have your left and right commands, obviously for turning left, back to straight, turning right, back to straight, but obviously a straight will always be 12 o'clock. For instance, you'll have, so what I mean by the clock is you'll have sort of 5 past, 10 past, quarter past, half past, obviously depending on how much of a severe turn it is. For instance, a right quarter past would be a turning like this to quarter past, so the notch will now be pointing out the window pretty much, and that would be turning at a right quarter past, and then you go back to 12 o'clock. But again, if you want to do that sort of severity of a turn to the left, it'd be a left quarter to, so it'd be to this position, which would be the notch pointing out of the passenger window, and that's a quarter to, for instance. We can also go back to 12 o'clock again. When you're turning, I don't know, say for instance you're going down a straight but you've veered off a little bit, you may want to do a right 2, which would just be turning the steering wheel slightly to the right. That would just correct you. Or you do a left 2 minutes 2, which would just be correcting you again. So you'd have, if we were to go round it a little bit, so we start at 12 o'clock, we'll go around the right first. So you have right, then you'd have right 2, right 5, right 10, right quarter past, right 20 past, right 25 past, right half past, and right 25 to, right 22, right quarter to, right 10 to, right 5 to, and then you'd have what we call you'd then have what you call all the way around, which would just be turning the wheel to as far as you can. Unfortunately, when you get past having to do a full turn, you kind of have to improvise and you have to work together as a team. So I'll just put my wheel back to straight. And what I mean by that is you have to be able to tell the person if you're doing a full turn. You could do for instance, we used to call it a full turn. It'd be full plus right, right full plus 2, for instance, would be going all the way around and turning the wheel back to about there, which is just past the 12 o'clock, and you've done a full turn beforehand. So I'm going to straighten up again. And then the more complicated one that I've found, and a lot of people find to understand, is the left turns. So for instance, you got left 2 minutes 2, left 5 2, left 10 2, left quarter to, left 25 2, left I've missed out, I meant that's actually left 22, left 25 2, left half past, left 25 past, left 20 past, and then left quarter past, left 10 past, left 5 past, and left full. And then you have left, then obviously you have left full plus however far around you need to go, whereas my wheel will go to 1.5 rotations, which is obviously now upside down, but after a turn and a half. So we go back to straight again. There we go. Well, what I was going to say, apart from obviously lots of practice of trying to work out how that works in relation to where you need to be on the road, or the track for our case. You know, for instance, you could be going straight down the track, you're going straight on, you're having to tell them to brake or go down a gear, for instance. So you're braking, you're going down a gear, you aim to do, you know, for a right 10 for instance, and then you might have to go a right 10 and you have to quickly go right 15 just to correct yourself, or back to right 5, or maybe you've even got a really overturn, you've got to flick back to a left quarter 2. You know, I've had to do that a few times. It's all about communication. You know, you've got to have faith in yourself as a navigator, and the driver has to have faith in themselves as a driver, and it only works if you can work as a team. You know, that's all I can say really. It's all about practice. You're not going to get it straight away. It's all about learning. It's a huge learning curve. Driving in general was a huge learning curve, and to learn to navigate somebody who can't see, it's difficult. When I can't see myself, so I know that's why I started the whole charity up. You know, I love cars, I love driving. That's pretty much it, to be honest. And if anybody ever has any questions, they can feel free to email me or email the team at reception@rcfb.org.uk, or give us a call on 01827 816166, or go to the Facebook page at facebook.com/theblindracer and drop us a message. We're always happy to chat. We'll hopefully do more videos like this in the future, so please keep your eyes out. Thank you and good night.